off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Payton outside. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now, here's Decker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to McCullough, uncovered. It's rebounded by New York. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Timberwolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll...
Well, Ricky, what does it say about this team to have such great productivity from the bench, and what does it do for you guys as a unit?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench and
All right, let's get our heads on straight. This is not what these people came to see. We've got to talk about that first half.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
He was just like a gerbil.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Red Hotties checked in for Sanders. Booker comes in for Porzingis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Decker. And it's a Flalo in for Payton. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, P.J. Augustine out there with McCollum. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's McCollum in at the 4 shot.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Count that one.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Pondexter, covered by Wiggins. Here's Red Hot. Here's Booker. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in it.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hawking, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
And it's Wiggins missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Inside, here's Red Hot, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Wiggins drives in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Number 5, the Knicks.
Kevin, this is a phenomenal defensive team. Not just good, they are excellent. They've made an awful lot of outstanding defensive plays. They're on the same page, they're aggressive, they're focused, and they pay attention to detail. That's why they keep teams from getting good shots in the paint. How about Wiggins in this one? He has 12 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
Payton, he's checked in for New York. Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. Rubio against Payton. Here's the screen. Off the screen. Rebound, Minnesota. Chang's got his third rebound tonight. Now Rubio. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Let out the pass to Booker. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Rubio. Wiggins outside. Launches it. And the shot is good. Wiggins has got 16 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Timberwolves on top, up by 15. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail. Red hot, he's in at power forward. Avery Bradley is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Decker, and it's Sanders in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Levine kicks to Towns. Rubio with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
To the inside. New York moving it around. Payton outside. Six to shoot. Down low. Here's Red Hot. Sanders trying to get open. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And there's the feed to Levine. Rubio with it. Now Payton defending. Rubio with it. To the paint. Here's Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Payton against Rubio. Payton outside. To the left side wing. Red hot. That one off the back iron and out.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor
choice there.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Bradley passes to Red Hot. The Knicks rebound. Sanders dishes to Payton. And finished off by Sanders.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Now, here's Decker, covered by Wiggins. Out to Payton. And there's the pass to Red Hot. Dishes to Payton. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. Mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Knicks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Towns. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
The dish to Marshall. Pass to Red Hot. Stolen by George.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they dropped the first matchup against this squad.